Hey YouTubers and YouTuberettes, this is ConorArmCEO here, and welcome back to another episode of The Flash. And just to let you know, I have to try keep my reaction volume in a minimum download because my next door neighbour just had a baby, and I just want to make sure I keep my volume quiet so I won't disturb them. So this is the 19th episode and it's called Fury Rogue. So let's sit back and relax and see what we have in store for this particular episode.
Same results, Dr. Wells. Ability to integrate information is declining.
That he's dumb?
I'm losing my intelligence. Is there a way to use a thinking cap?
Okay,
Reverse this process.
what losing intelligence are we talking about? Are we talking about starting over by reading books, losing intelligence? Or Eddie Murphy, Naughty Professor sequel intelligence?
Is gone.
And you're fine already with his death?
No,
I've dealt with a lot of death.
Your mother, father, Eddie, Ronnie, HR has.
oh, finally, now you mention HR.
I guess we'll pick this up later.
Yeah. Same time next week?
Grief is a complex emotion that, as you know, deals on its own terms.
There's been no decline in your metabolic processes since your last transference.
These elasticized cells can hold another burst full of metahuman's powers.
That's not what it is, Clifford. You stole Caitlin's powers, and her ice healing abilities is what's keeping you alive.
Then maybe I should get to wear it too.
Don't think so, Cisco. Don't you even dare.
Specifically designed this to stimulate my brainwaves. My brainwaves, not yours.
I'm saying we should build a second thinking cap.
Intelligence booster.
Come on, 2 heads are better than 1. Your ideas, my ideas. With 2 caps, we can get them up.
And what, you gonna end up like him?
Okay.
Whoa, Earth X?
War's over. Bad guys and girls lost. Why don't you turn yourself in? Save us the Tom and Jerry.
Save us the Tom and Jerry?
Misguided cars to get all aggro about. Not this night. It's the same fate as my brothers and sisters.
Are you serious?
We need your help on our Earth.
Right now, I'm kind of busy.
Black Siren? I did not know she can do that.
What's right up my alley?
Except DeVoe actually is smarter than everyone, Leo. He created 12 metahumans. Just
Must be happy hour. Now I'm the 2 for 1. What about your chilly friend? She doesn't want in on the fun.
She's gone.
All right, you give me for 24 hours, not a minute more. Tomorrow. Hey,
You're getting married? That's so exciting.
I figured if you 2 could make it, so could we.
No, we...
I tease.
Wow, quite saucy.
What is this?
Her slight chance of seducing you.
And you chose to wear that now. Which led you to this trivial notion. No, you change into something a bit more appropriate.
What, that's not appropriate? Elongated
yeah, elongated man.
Don't remember someone with that name being part of the fight against the Nazis.
No, he wasn't ready yet.
And yet somehow you seem okay, considering this happened, what, just a few days ago.
I am okay.
You know how many rebels we lost over the years, Barry, trying to defeat those Nazi bastards? 18,322. 3,679 were under my watch. That to continue to lead, to be clear-headed, I had to grieve those men and women I lost. So I did. Each and every one. As long as your head is on straight, because if I die before Ray and I get married, Ray will kill me. Let's go get our
Since when?
After all.
Since when Black Siren can do that?
You're telling me I have to wear this thing the whole time?
Helium.
As usual, you're a step behind me. Yay, puns! I've no idea, Mr. Snot.
You're not taking fallout.
I can and I will.
I won't have to feel guilty about doing this.
bastard.
I want you all to listen to me very carefully, and hopefully I won't have to raise my voice.
That was Siren X, all that's left of the Rex. An elite assassin gone
Siren
mad, and
X?
she is relentless. Present company included.
So she has the same powers as Black Siren. The Laurel Lance of Earth 2.
Second Black Canary after her sister, who also died and came back, but as White Canary, because Cisco, it's complicated.
I
The
thought-
Nazi Laurel Lance just kidnapped Caitlin and Joe. We're gonna make this thing work, and we're gonna make it work now.
Dad? Where did you get that?
I found this in one of the cubes Gypsy sent me.
How clever of you.
Start talking.
To protect you. Look, Ramon, it was the only way.
The only way to do what? Fry your synapses.
Alan's the Flash. Who am I? My only job is to be smarter than all the villains who want to hurt this team and when I calculated everything. Flash's involvement with the bus meta event occurred exactly as I predicted. Except the outcome.
You were supposed to defeat Siren X.
Barry Allen just stood there, frozen. And now I've lost my only nuclear meta.
So the only way for Vertigo to be defeated is the Flash to fail?
As I already explained. Then all these people won't bring back your regime.
No, it won't. But decimating your so-called officers will make it a hell of a lot more even. Of your helmet.
What?
Take it off!
How much time do we have left on the injection?
Not enough.
How is she doing that?
Barry, this is for destroying my world.
Don't cross the streams.
Flash? You're gonna die, Flash. I'm not ready to die. Flash, you have to deal with the pain. It wasn't your fault. Well, I'll save you. You already did, Barry.
What the? Did you just phase through her?
He's contained.
They did it.
You trusted me, Joe. Without a doubt. I'm the reason he's dead. No. I failed. He's gone.
It wasn't your fault, Bart.
I gotta say, on any Earth, Snarts have style. Perfect fit.
But if you're looking for a place to honeymoon, our Earth has some pretty spectacular spots.
What is this?
That is an interdimensional extrapolator.
That. Something old, something new, something borrowed.
And something
maybe
blue.
We're gonna miss you, Leo.
Enough to make your alter ego proud.
Thank you.
Majorly.
Detective West, hopefully I've begun to make up for that. Man, you prevented a nuke from leveling the city. I'm really gonna miss that hair.
Okay.
I'm gonna miss that
Take
hair.
Nazi scum. Again.
Don't be a stranger.
Oh, you never know.
What does it say?
It says the reason dark matter isn't registering in my body is because there is none.
Killer Frost is still a part of you.
I just have to figure out how to get her to appear.
And a lot of time, I thought I knew exactly what kind of person he was. I was raised to believe that people are good.
And Ralph?
He changed. He did, he changed, and now that I can. I think that's what's so hard, is, of course I miss Ralph, but I never had a chance to tell him just how proud I am.
He already knew, Barry.
I feel responsible. I feel responsible for what happened.
And for that, I'll always be grateful.
What the hell?
Emotion.
I did indeed.
To think for a moment there, I accept that the primitive cognitive entanglements that derail Mr.
More clear than ever before.
So, Earth X has a black siren, but she's known as Siren X. A screaming Nazi lunatic that can open breaches by the sound of her sonic waves before the breach even closes. And she can use her sonic waves to hear people coming. And plus side, at least I'm actually figuring out why he didn't take the part of Meltdown, because I mean he would have completely blown up. So he needs Meltdown for his so-called enlightenment. And he thinks that the cells of Elongated Man's stretching abilities is keeping him alive. But I think it's Killer Frost's healing abilities. Because remember, when Caitlyn died and became Killer Frost, she healed really fast. Because her ice powers has given her regeneration abilities. And it was awesome to see Leo from Earth X to come about again and announce that he was getting married, which was nice. And wearing Earth 1's Leonard Snart's old uniform was okay, because I preferred the other coat really, because it was actually quite nice looking and comfortable. And I specifically loved it when he said to Snart, "Really miss that hair." Like that there. So like, dude, I think it was pretty much that he was like flirting with you as his last act of a single man. But it is quite unfortunate about what happened to Ralph. I didn't like it that much either. And seeing Barry acting like that, you can't run away from grief. Because I mean, I know that from perspective. I had a math and English teacher who thought the world of me, and I thought the world of her. She was diagnosed with cancer, and she was okay. And then just before me and my girlfriend were together for 3 years, about 20 hours before that, a friend came to our door and told me that she died. It was that terrifying that I went to my first funeral. Because I mean, when my grandmother died, I was too young to go. I went to the funeral, I saw everybody there, everybody I knew, everybody I was classmates with. And then as soon as they brought in her casket, I just saw her getting carried into the cathedral. And I was about to walk into that door, but part of me couldn't. I didn't want to see her lying there. It was that scary. I was standing outside with my friend. Well, I think she was going out for a smoke, you know, to get the edge off. But I couldn't stop crying. I couldn't stop crying outside of that church and seeing my friend, who thought the world for everybody. And she was always asking me how my son was doing, because around that time he was a year old. And around that point when I was getting an engagement ring for my girlfriend, because on that day I was thinking, should I really do it or should I leave it? Then I said to myself, what would Maria say? Then so I went for it. I got the engagement ring and I proposed to her. But long story short, the engagement didn't last that long, because we thought it was, well, people have their own appearances when it comes to engagements and marriage. And around that time when I was getting the engagement ring, I found out that my longtime family dog died from a tumour, which everybody thought she was having puppies, but it was a tumour, and she was found dead on the living room floor, which was upsetting. And just coming to realising that her anniversary of her death was back in March, and can't believe it. It just occurred to me now. But everybody knows that Running away from grief is never easy. And Barry was that shook up that he thought it was his fault that Ralph is gone. But if Barry hadn't told him that he was going to train him, and if it wasn't for him he would have become elongated man, he still would have been picked up and taken away by DeVoe. So in any events, he was right when he said before his subconscious was gone. He did save him. He was saved, and he became a better man. To the very end. And so by the looks of things, Fallout is getting everything that he wants. Complete satisfaction and relaxation by the hands of Argos from a very Argos compound that nobody knows about. And Harry is slowly losing his intelligence. And what I mean by losing his intelligence, are we talking about picking up books, going back to school, losing his intelligence, or completely Eddie Murphy Nutty Professor sequel, loses his intelligence? And I'm pretty sure we don't need a fountain of knowledge to help him with that. So hopefully the plan is he'll give him back his intelligence, and I'm glad that Harry destroyed the second thinking cap, because he didn't want the same thing to happen to Cisco. So it's not long until Flash is done, because I mean there's not a couple of episodes left, and Arrow is nearly finished, and as I said before, I'm just going to focus on those 2 seasons before I get back to Supergirl. And one of my Supergirl reaction videos are still saved in my phone, because I don't have much room in my laptop, so I kept it safe on my phone. So I hope you enjoyed this reaction video, and I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I hope everybody is ready for the season finals. But anyway, I'm ConorArmCEO, so YouTubers and YouTuberettes, thank you all very much for watching, and over and out.